Am I audible? Am I audible, team?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, so today we're going to discuss about Azure, how to get the files in Azure Cloud, and how to load into Snowflake. So we have already seen how to get the files in AWS and how to load into Snowflake. Why this simple? Okay, Snowflake. Okay, so what we're doing from AWS, we're creating the storage integration, storage integration. Then I'm creating the stage. Then I'm creating the file format. Then I'm loading into Snowflake tables. All right, similarly. So instead of AWS cloud, so Snowflake it is accessing from AWS Azure GCP, right? Now how to get the files from Azure? So then how to load into Snowflake? Same process, but Azure we have to pass tenant ID, guys. By using that tenant ID, I can load the data. Here we are creating the AWS role ARN, right? By using the AWS role ARN, I have loaded the data in AWS. Now, by using the tenant ID, Azure means tenant ID, I have to use it. By using the tenant ID, how to load it? To get the files Azure, I need to get the Azure access. So we need to create the Azure account. Okay, how to create Azure account means, so simply you have to search in here Azure free trial account. Okay, Azure free trial account. Okay, Azure free account. So you have to credit card. We have to use it. It will deduct 2 rupees. So simply go for a free trial account. Okay, so you have to pass some necessary details and you can access it. So I will show you in the different class how to create the account. Okay, now um, let me create a storage account, then how to upload the files, then how to get that files into Snowflake. We'll see now. Okay, the configuration part I will explain in a different video. Now, so so to get the AWS to store the data, here we have to create a storage account, guys. Storage account. How to create a storage account? So click the storage account. Okay, so here I have to create option is there. I have to create, guys. Okay, once you have, when you create the create, okay, so it will ask some necessary details. So we have to pass the resource group. Okay, if you already created resource group, you have to select that one. Okay, so now, so pass the some necessary details, click next. No need to do anything, simply click next, finish it. Okay, so it will be created the storage account, guys. Okay, for creating the storage account, very easy. So now once you created, click the storage account. So now I need to create the files, right? So for that I need to pass the containers. I need to create a container that is called where we can store the files, blob storage. So here how to create a container, see there is a add container option is there. So once click the add container, you can pass the container name. What are the container name? Now suppose I want to get NSS, Nandini Software Solutions stage source. Okay, whatever the path is there, that I can use it. So it will, that's it. Now you can upload the files where the files are located. So here I can upload my local files. Suppose assume that I want to load these two files, customer details. There are two files are there. Customer ID, customer name, customer city, customer state, country. There is some file is there. This file I'm going to upload it. Let me upload it. How to upload it? This part will take care for via ETL tool. They will generate the files. They will keep here. ADF, it will generate the files, it will keep here. Okay, so now I'm going to upload it. How to upload? There is upload button is there, so simply click it, then browse it. So what are the files you want to upload? That files you can upload it. What are the files, guys? So let me go for my source folder. Source files I'm uploading. These are the two files. Okay. So let me upload it. My upload is done. Okay. So now what I want it. I need to get the tenant ID. By using the tenant ID, we can load the data. Any questions, team? How to upload the files? Where we will upload the files? Storage, blob storage, right? So where we are going? First, I'm going for here. Simply go for the storage account. Create a storage account. Create it. It will be created one account. Okay. So this is now. Let me click this storage account. So then go for the containers. Create a multiple blob storages. Okay. So then you can upload the files. Now I'm going to upload here some files. Let me upload it. Okay. So I'm going to use dev stage I have created. Dev also created. Now I'm going to upload in the dev also. Let me upload the dev also. So these two files. So let me upload it. This is the way to upload. Uploading is very easy. Creating the storage account also, it's very easy. Now what I want it. I want to get the tenant ID. So see, suppose I want to get this path. How to get this path, team? Where these files are there. I want to get the path, right? So let me get the path first. Let me go for here. Go for the properties or copy URL. Copy URL. So let me paste it. This is the path where we will getting the storing the files in this path. Okay. AWS means S3, right? Same like that. Here. So where I'm storing the files, I'm storing in this path. This is just we need to replace Azure. Just okay. What is the path? This is the path I'm going to store the file. This is the file is stored in this path. Okay. So now I need to get the tenant ID, guys. Okay. So how to get the tenant ID means let me go for the Azure. We need to search the Entra ID, guys. Microsoft Entra ID. By using the Entra ID, I can get the tenant ID. Okay. So Microsoft Entra ID. When you click the Entra ID, okay. When you click the Entra ID, what is the option is there? There is a tenant ID is available. Let me go for the tenant ID. Okay. So let me go for the tenant ID. Let me copy this tenant ID. Entra ID, guys. By using the Entra ID, I can get it. So let me copy this one. Let me paste it. Entra ID. That is tenant ID I'm copying. This is called as a tenant ID. So AWS means we have connected the role URL, right? Same like that. Here I'm passing the tenant ID. That's it. Now let me, my configuration is, I have get the data. Now let me go for the Snowflake. Let me create a Snowflake table. So let me create a database. How to create a database, team? Can someone tell me how to create a database? What is the syntax of creating the database?
Create or replace database name.
Create or replace database name. Assume that I'm giving NSS demo. Okay, it's okay. If it's already existing, I'm overwriting it. Now I want to use this database. This schema I want to use public. Okay, use database name NSS demo. The same process. Here we're using the tenant ID. By using the Azure tenant ID, I can load the data. That's it. Okay. So the same process. I need to create a table. How to create a table structure, team? Create or replace. So table name. What is the table name? So what is the file? This I'm using customer details. So that's why I will pass cust underscore details. Cust underscore details. I will pass it. Cust underscore details. What is the structure? What is the file structure I'm getting? So let me get the structure. What is the structure, guys? This is the customer details. Let me take sample record. Let me create a structure. Okay, so this will get from ETL team. Okay, ADF team. Okay, so we're using ADF, talent means talent, data stage means data stage, informatica means informatica, which is the team is generating the file. That files I will get it now. So customer ID, customer ID is integer. That's why I can use number or integer data type. Customer name, customer name is the string data types. That's why I'm going to use the varchar some length I'm passing it. Now customer city is also varchar data type, so I'm passing some length. Customer state also, it is a varchar data type. Let me use the varchar, so I'm passing some length I'm passing. Okay, so country also varchar data type. Let me use the varchar data type. See, I'm passing some length. Okay, don't. So now this is the way to create a table. How to create a table? So create or replace table, table name, customer ID. So what are the structure is there? The structure, data, column names, data types, and length. I'm defining it. Okay. So now let me create a table. Now I want to my table got created. I want to view the data. I want to view the data means, so what is the option I have to use? What is the, I want to retrieve the data in the particular table. So I have to use, write the statement select the star from table name. Okay. So what is the table name? Customer details. So, okay. See, if you want to pass the database, fully qualified name is database name. What is the database name? NSS demo public. Because of I have selected here, that's why I'm not passing. Okay. So that's why I'm passing directly only table name. So there is no records. Now I have to load the data. So what are the files are there? These files data. What are the my source files are there? These two files data. I have to load it. Okay. So I want to load these two files. 1, 2, 3, 4 records. So second file has 4 plus 4, 8 records. I have to load it. Okay. Now I have to create a storage integration, right? I need to establish the connection Azure to Snowflake. So 10 via tenant ID, I need to pass it. That's why. So let me create a storage integration. How to create a storage integration? Create or replace storage integration. What is the storage integration? So I will pass the Azure. I'm connecting Azure, right? That's why I'm going to pass Azure Nandini Software Solutions storage integration. Okay, so I'm passing Azure. AWS means AWS. So now I'm passing Azure, right? I want to get the data from Azure. That's why I'm passing Azure. Now, so same type equal to, which is Azure is the external stage, external, right? So that's why. So I need to pass external stage. Enabled, what enabled equal to true. Why I need to pass? I need to access the files path. So that's why I'm passing the enabled equal to true. Storage provider. AWS means what we will pass? Storage provider.
Yes.
So yes, AWS means S3, Azure, right? That's why I
Yeah.
need to pass Azure here. AWS means S3, I have to pass. So GCP means GCP, Azure means Azure. I'm configuring from Azure. That's why I need to pass storage provider equal to Azure. Now storage allowed locations, right? Where the files are located. So where that, which are the paths I want to access it. That's why I have to give storage allowed locations. What are the locations, paths? So that is the path I'm going to define. So the path I have saved, right? Okay, where we'll get this path, team? Where we'll get this path? Let me show you one more time. Where we'll get this path? Let me go for Azure portal. So once you logged in, so simply go for home page. Simply go for home page. When you go for home page, storage account is there. In the storage account, whichever the storage account created, open that storage account. So come to the containers. Come to the containers. Where the containers? So blob storage blob containers. So this is the, I'm storing the data. So dev I'm storing. So come to the here, let me copy the URL. When you copy the URL where the files are located, this is the path I'm pasting here. So now, so remove these files. Okay, I want to only path. So I'm removing this file. So now here, instead of HTTPS, what is the path I have to what I have to put? Azure I have to put it. This is the way to get the path. Where I have to go? Azure containers, where we are stored the blob storage. Okay, so there we are getting the path. That path I'm defining here. So let me paste it here. This is the allowed locations, wherever the location. This is a single path. If you're having another path with comma with quotes, we have to define. Okay, now I don't have another path, so this is only one path. Let me keep it here. Now what I have to pass it? Azure tenant ID. Azure tenant ID. Okay, Azure tenant ID. Where we got the tenant ID team? Enter ID, right? In the enter ID, I got the tenant ID. Which is the tenant ID? This is the tenant ID, right? So let me copy this tenant ID. Let me paste it here. Tenant ID, I am passing here. Okay. So where we'll get this tenant ID team? Where I have to go? I have to go for portal. When you go for portal, home page, go for home page. Let me show you.
From Microsoft Enter ID.
Microsoft enter ID. So here tenant ID is there. Let me copy this tenant ID. Let me copy this tenant ID. Let me paste it. So where I have to paste it? Let me go for Snowflake. Let me paste it here. This is the way to create the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options. Here AWS means AWS role ARN will come. Okay, this is the only one small change. Remaining same. As AWS means AWS, Azure means Azure. That's it. Let me create a storage integration. Okay, let me remove this path. Okay, let me create it. We can put it / here. After that, I have to put comma. Okay, anything is fine. Okay, so both are fine. Now, so now I need to give the description of my storage integration. Description of my storage integration. What is my description team? So my storage integration. This is the I will get the some properties of my storage integration. Here I have to get the concern ID. Concern ID. We will reconfiguration. We will do Azure. Okay. So first, let me take this URL, guys. What you have to do? Azure consent URL. Azure consent URL. You have to take it. Copy this URL. Copy this URL. Okay. So copy this URL. Go for Azure. Okay. Your web browser. Paste it. Just I'm giving access. Okay. Nothing. No need to do anything. Simply paste it. Log in with your credential. That is Azure credential. That's it. Okay, so then it will open this page, means we are good. Okay, so you have to log in because I have already logged in, that's why it is coming this page. Once you logged in, okay, so it will come. Okay, we have to pass credentials, that's it. Okay, then it will come this page. Ignore it. That access is I'm having. Okay, now let me go for one more option. Now, okay, see this tenant ID is there, whichever I am using it. Now we have to go for Azure multi-tenant app name. Azure multi-tenant app name. I have to copy it. Okay, this one let me keep somewhere. What is this name? Azure multi-tenant app name. Azure multi-tenant app name. Multi-tenant name. See, we have copying external ID, right? AWS means external ID. I am user ARN we are copying, right? Same like that. Now we need to copy consent URL. That consent URL you have to browse it, like paste in the web browser. Okay, just log in your credential. That's it. After that, you have to go for Azure multi-tenant app name. Azure multi-tenant app name. Okay, now you copy it. Then copy this code. Then go for home page. Where we have to go? We have to go for Azure homepage. Okay, which is the blob storage? Which is the blob storage? Container. Come to the container. Okay. So now here. So this is the blob, right? Come to here. Now here, IAM, access control IAM, same. Azure, AWS also IAM, right? We're going for IAM. We have created the role. In the role, we are going for the trust relationship. There we are editing the policy, right? Same like that, we have to do in the Azure also. Access control, okay? Access control, go for the role assignment, go for the role assignment, add the role, add the role. I have already added, guys. Okay. So here we have to pass storage blob data container, storage blob data contributor. So what is the use of this? See, I will get allows to read, write, delete access. That's why I have to select it. Okay. So when you select this one, okay, see whichever this what it will happen. This one, it is having read, write, execute. That is called as a delete access and read and write. Okay. So this I have already created, guys. Okay. So what we have to go? So access control. Okay, this I have already created. So that's why. So what you have to do? Just you have to add the role. Okay. After adding the role, so the members are there. In the members, you have to pass this ID. Okay. So this I have already created. So this I have already added. That's why it is coming like this. Okay. So simply, so you have to add this ID. So go. It will come after adding, assigning. Then it will come add members. When you click the add members, you have to pass this ID and search it. When you're searching, it will come this ID. Then you have to select it. Okay. After selecting, this is done. Okay. So I have already configured. That's why no need to do anything here. Now let me come to the create a stage. How to create a stage? How to create a stage? Create or replace stage name. What is the stage name I can give? So AWS Azure. Now Azure, right? That's why I'm going for give Azure external stage NSS. Okay. Now what I have to pass team? What are the things I have to pass it in the stage team? Can someone tell me? When you're creating the stage, I need to pass
File.
URL, right? What is the URL? Okay, what is the URL team? This is the URL, right?
Yes.
This is the URL. Now, storage integration name. What is the storage underscore integration?
Azure NSS.
Azure NSS
SI.
SI. That's it. Same process, guys. Only it is a Azure tenant ID is changing. Now, I want to list the files. What are the files are there in this stage? What is the command I have to use, team?
List at the rate of.
List or ls at the rate of stage name. So why I need to pass at the rate of, this is the external stage. That's why I need to pass it.
Stage symbol.
See what are the files are there? All the files will be displayed in this blob storage container. What are the files we have stored? That files all will be displayed here. Now my requirement, I want to load these two files, right? src cust details underscore 1, src cust details underscore 2.csv. These two files only I want loaded. For that, let me create a file format. What is the file format? How to create a file format?
Create a
Create or replace file format. What is the file format? I am giving NSS Azure CSV. Nandini Software Solutions Azure. Now, what is the type? File type. What is the file type?
CSV.
File type is CSV. What is the field delimiter? My file, what is the field delimiter?
1,
Comma.
Comma, right?
comma.
Delimiter is comma.
Yes, yes.
So my data starts from the second row. That's why. So first record is header. That's why I'm skipping the header. I want to skip the header. I have to use the objective name called skip underscore header. Skip underscore header equal to 1. This is the way to create a file format. Create or replace file format name type equal to CSV, field delimiter equal to comma, skip header equal to 1. That's it. Field FIELD DELIMITER. So now I want to load the data. What is the command I have to use? By using the copy into my target table. What is my target table name? Cust details. Let me take the cust details. So now where I have to get the files, I need to get the stage. What is the stage name, guys? This is the stage name. So then file format. What is the file format? File underscore format equal to, what is the file format I have created? This is the format. So let me, before executing, let me check my table data. What is my table data is there? So it's having 0 records. Let me verify it one more time. Let me execute it. My data is 0. Let me check it. So now, so when you execute the copy into command, how to load the data? What are the 2 files? See, I have to load only 2 files, right? So what are the 2 files I have to load it? That is the 2 files. I have to mention it here. So what are the file names? That file names I'm mentioning here. If you're having pattern, that pattern we can define, or else. So if you're having less files, so what are the file names? So can mention it here. So comma, one more file I have to load it. So underscore 2.csv. So this is the way to mention the files. What are the files I want to load it? So a number of files are there. I don't want to load it, right? That's why. This is the way to load the data. See, 4 records are 4 plus 8 records are loaded. Okay, so this is the way to load the data, guys. For that, I need tenant ID. By using the tenant ID, I can pass it. Okay, so this is the way to see. I want to define the pattern, guys. How to define the pattern, guys? What is the option I have to use it here? Instead of files, pattern equal to, what is the pattern I want to load it? The starting letters, SRC custody details. So that's why I need to pass the SRC custody details. Okay, underscore dot star dot CSV. This is the pattern I want loaded. This is also who can use it to load the pattern files. Okay, specific files means mention the file names. What are the file names you want loaded? This is the file names, you can mention it. This is the way to load the data from what we're doing. So we're getting the data from Azure. So we're creating the storage integration by using the tenant ID, then stage I'm creating, then file format I'm creating, then I'm loading into Snowflake table. On the top of that, we can apply the logics like CDC type 1, type 2, we can derive based on the requirement, then we can give to the Power BI or Tableau team, they will generate the reports as per their requirement. Okay, so this is the way to load the data, guys. Let me stop it here for today. Okay, so let me stop it. Let me take your questions and